How's it going, YouTube? This is Wake Run Collapse. Welcome back to the channel, to the Japanese openings, to Sun and Moon 2, most specifically 150 packs of Japanese ALOLAN Moonlight. This is going to be half of the Guardians Rising expansion that pops up in English in, what, May? Beginning of May? Probably something like this. I have already opened 5 boxes on the channel over the past week or so, so if you want to check those out, get a better look at the artworks, because this is going to be more of a quicker opening, then definitely make sure you go back and check those out. But if you're excited to see what could be in all these boxes, these beautiful Japanese boxes, please show your support by hitting the like button down below. It means a great deal to me. The opening for Islands Awaiting You clocked in at about 57 minutes or so. So I anticipate this one will be pretty close to that. Maybe actually a little bit more, as for some reason my ALOLAN Moonlight openings have been taking a little bit more time. Maybe because this plastic wrap is so dastardly. But probably just because there's, I don't know, a bit more to talk about with those cards. I'm going to try to avoid that in the future, of course. Oh, the plastic. Slice that. Doesn't always cut the way you want it to. That's 4. And let's cut the 5th one a little bit off camera. There we go. Yep, 5 booster boxes, 30 packs per box, 5 cards in each pack, which means 750 cards. But I can assure you, if you had 750 cards worth of booster packs in English, your polls would be outclassed by what you're about to see. Just too much power. So I think we're going to just start right off by cutting 2 at a time and see if we can go the whole opening doing it that way. Japanese cards, after all, are half packs in comparison to their English counterparts, as we get a Rockruff, a Whalmer, Salandit, yep, Delmai's Hollow, Sableye, Castform, Beldum, Lampent, Hilltop Stream, is that what we agreed that would be called? And a Tentacruel. I think I'm probably going to run out of sleeves at some point, but I'm also going to need to move my shoulders at some point and stretch out the back ski. So, it kind of works out for me. Looking forward to the break. I also do run advertisements, probably at the beginning and the end and after boxes 2 and 4. I think that's pretty reasonable to be seen, and to be shown. Oh, there's a Chandelier Hollow. 2 minutes worth of commercials for an hour of entertainment. I think that blows away your standard TV programming. And of course, if you're unfamiliar with the type of sleeves that I use, they are KMC Perfect Fit sleeves. Love the fit of them. They do have a couple of drawbacks in that they're more expensive than your typical sleeves. So I buy in bulk, and that definitely saves, because AmiAmi.com, AMIAMI.com, where I buy my cards, also sells these sleeves in boxes of 3,000. Ooh, Metagross GX. Pretty cool. And you can imagine with openings on this scale, I go through sleeves a lot. So I probably bought 5, maybe 6 cases of those. I mean, this opening alone, I'm going to use 75 sleeves. That is one guarantee about the pull rates of these boxes. Every box has a holo in every other pack, ish. It's worked out to 15 in every box so far, so I have no reason to think that there's any variation. I got a Fletchling, Lampent, Gligar, a Mimikyu holo. Just saw the Mimikyu EX scan be shown for next month. The Ash vs. Team Rocket pre-constructed deck. I do have one of those on order, so you will be able to enjoy that on the channel. It's got Rockruff, Goomy, Matang, a Minior Hollow. Oh, I didn't actually sleeve the Mimikyu, that's weird. Rescue Stretcher, a Phantom, Patrat, Sliggoo, Salazzle, and a Tentacruel. I gotta go back and sleeve them both. I asked on the channel before if you guys, on a previous opening, I don't remember which Sun and Moon 2 expansion it was, if you guys wanted me to skip sleeving the holos and save some time, and the overwhelming response was no, sleeve the holos. I like that response for a couple reasons. More time on the channel. We got Murkrow, Salandit, a Tentacool, Alolan Golem Holo, Mallow, not Patrat, I just saw Patrat, Pancham, that's who you are, Alolan Geodude, Castform Honchkrow, and Alamomola. We have done very well out of our Alolan Moonlight booster boxes so far, so I'm definitely expecting a ratio of 3 out of 5 for full arts or better out of these boxes. It's got a Wailmer, a Trubbish, Rockruff, there's a Goodra Holo, Gliscor, Litwick, Fletchinder, Wishy-Washy, Sableye, and an Aqua Patch. Let's take some packs. Again, this is always how I store packs. I know it seems a little odd, a little strange, but I save a few of the packs out of each box to use them for cushion. It saves on space, which I find is a huge factor. We don't have the option to send in our bulk for future booster boxes here. I don't know if that's something that they offer in Japan, but I can assure you that the price that I would get for sending bulk overseas... Oh, Wishy-Washy GX. For sending bulk overseas, just the shipping alone... Oh, Wishy-Washy GX. What the hell just happened? Get over there. What? What? Oh, man. So would that classify as a wishy-washy GX pull? Or is that a wishy-washy GX pull? Please let me know in the comment section below. I need to know this. I need to know why this happened. It's from the same booster box. Like, it's from the same booster box. Maybe this is going to be our 5GX box. Maybe that was like a mistake, an error of some kind. Because we're up to 3 already now. This is all kinds of stupid, and I love it. Oh boy. I think the only way to top that is if we get the Wishy-Washy Super Rare or Hyper Rare in this box. So we've got ourselves a Murkrow, Wailmer, Salandit, Sableye, Trevenant, Fletchling, Goomy, Matang, another Delmise Holo, and a Hilltop Stream. I actually remembered to sleeve this like at the time. How about that? So, next two packs have Trubbish, Tentacool, Alolan Golem, not Golem, Graveler. It's kind of hard to tell them apart. Tentacruel, Aqua Patch, Castform, Geodude, a Phantump, another Mimikyu Holo, and a Talonflame. Seems like the double pack opening is working out pretty well so far. So we have Sliggoo, Wishy-Washy, Beldum, Salazzle. I'm constantly going to mix those up, by the way. So, you know, whenever I make the mistake, just don't correct me. Garbodor, a Pancham Patrat, a Cottony, a Minior Holo, and a Whimsicott. This is an amusingly designed Pokemon. I don't know if it plays any sort of role in the games at all, or if it's just like a Pokemon they decided to make a holo. It's got one attack for 20, and then it blows up for 190. for 3 fighting energy with only 70 HP. It's interesting. So we've got ourselves a Litwick, Fletchinder, Trubbish, Gliscor, Rescue Stretcher, Rockruff, Lampent, Fletchling, Gudra Hollow, and Tentacruel. Cool. So how many more GXs are we going to get? Are we stuck with the one more? I'm not sure. We'll have to find out. Ooh, that could be a good sign. Wishy-washy to start. Murkrow, a Watchog, Honchkrow, Mallow, Gligar, Salandit, a Wailmer, a Lycanroc GX. I definitely need more of those, so that's a great pull. And a Pangoro. Hey, if I could go 5 for 5 on Lycanrocs, I feel like it's gonna move pretty well. So that would be totally fine with me. Also accepting a Tapu Lele in one of the final 4 packs, but it already is a 4GX box, and I was expecting to hit a dud sooner rather than later. So that's fine with me. Castform, Geodude, Tentacool, Alomomola, Trevenant, Metang, a Patrat, Litwick, that's weird, Talonflame, and a Whale Party. And on to the final 2 packs. Have we got a holo left in these? Have we got our 5th GX, possibly? Just because I've seen it once on the internet doesn't mean it's going to happen to me. So we've got a Graveler, Goomy, Gligar, Golem, Graveler, Goomy, Gligar, Golem. Are there any G Pokemon left to pull in the next pack? It's Garbodor! What is happening? That pack was a G. We got Fletchling, Sliggoo, Cottony, Salazzle, and an Aqua Patch. That is a really weird pack. Yeah, it's a really weird pack. I don't know what that was all about. We're gonna put our cards from box 6, aka the first box of this opening, over to the side. Drop these guys in here. Dump off our packs, our pack wrappings. Can't save them all, kiddies. I can make a big old pile of messed up pack artwork, though, and that's usually what I end up doing. So we've got 6 boxes left. I definitely want one of the super rare, hyper rare Wishy-Washis, even though it holds no value because I think it's going to be funny as heck to pull. I definitely need to pull one of the Tapu Leles. Obviously, the hyper rare is preferred because of its insane value, but the super rare is also extremely expensive too. So we will probably encounter issues picking that up for a good price. So I'm definitely hoping for one of those. We've got a Metang, a Phantom, Patrat, Hilltop Stream, Honchkrow, Sliggoo, Murkrow, Salandit, Alolan Golem, and a Rescue Stretcher. Oh, that was kind of weird. Just pack shrapnel there for a sec. We got Tentacool, Pancham, Geodude, Whale Party, Mallow, Castform, Wailmer, Trubbish, a Gudra Hollow, and a Whimsicott. Alrighty, we got Rockruff, Litwick, a Fletchinder, a Trevenant, Tentacruel, Wishy-Washy, Fletchling, Graveler, a Wishy-Washy GX, of course, and a Sableye. So since we just pulled our first GX and I feel like we're safe for a couple of packs, I want to bring up something. This is probably going to be the first time at which I announce that I've actually made my pre-order for April sets. So we have Sun and Moon 2 Plus and the Best of XY coming out on the same day. Did we get all the cards out of that pack? No, I didn't think so. It's like some of them are stuck. So they come out on the same day. I have secured 20 boxes of the Best of XY because I think it's, Delmi's Hollow. I think it's a pretty similar set to Premium Champion. And if there's 128 cards that are mirror foil and 171 cards total, then that means there's probably 43 cards that are EXs, Mega EXs, or break cards, which is a huge amount. So of course I'm going to want to get, a whole bunch of boxes of it. And as it turns out, as soon as I ordered 20 boxes, I looked the next day, and the limit on AmiAmi was now 20 boxes. So that's pretty crazy and kind of hilarious. I don't know, maybe they end up changing it back, I'm not sure. But I ordered 12 boxes of Sun and Moon 2 Plus. There's a Mimikyu Hollow and an Aqua Patch. But I think I'm actually going to up that at some point. Because the GXs out of Sun and Moon 1 Plus, despite the incredibly poor performance of the other cards as far as selling was concerned, the GXs, aside from the reprints, sold really well. I think I sold out of everything pretty quickly, except maybe the Vikavolt. I might still have like one of those lying around, but I certainly don't have much if I do. And it's a Minior Hollow. So I am definitely considering upping that up to 20 as well. And maybe we can kind of do like mirror openings. The Sun and Moon 2 Plus boxes are smaller. There's only 20 packs in them, but they're more expensive because of the mirror foils. So that might be a good time for me to test how well I can sell in the open market after I do my regular sales. But we shall see. So I got a Cottony, Phantump, Pancham, Pangoro, Mallow, a Patrat, Wishy-Washy, Gligar, Chandelure Hollow, and a Wailord. Yeah, this is one of those cases I can't see the inside of the sleeve. So, yep, I'm definitely in for it for April. The Best of XY is a set that I'm more excited for. Apparently, they're also including, like, super rares? Like, secret cards and such? Which I think is pretty cool. I mean, people are already going to buy a lot of boxes anyways, so you might as well reward them for their decision by giving them those extra cards. Because if you're buying the Best of XY for that kind of stuff, maybe... Ooh! I hadn't thought about this. Maybe the secret cards, you know how they finally made like Mega Camerupt and Mega Sharpedo and stuff like that? Maybe they're making full art versions that end up being the super rares for the Best of XY. And maybe that's how they introduce them into the TCG. I don't know, that'd be pretty cool though. Anyways, where's our GX? We need a GX. We need a GX. We didn't get a GX. But that's cool, guys. We need Tapu Leles and Lycanrocs. That's what we're looking for. So we got a Watchog, Gligar, Salandit. There's a Lycanroc. Very nice. Salazzle, yep, Wailmer, Castform, Geodude, Sableye, and Gliscor. Very nice. Nice and Remus Lupin. Alright. So we got a Tentacool, Matang, Patrat, Alolan Golem, Aqua Patch, Litwick, Graveler, Goomy, Pangoro, and Hilltop Stream. So I guess my question for now, and there may be questions later, maybe not, are you planning on collecting either of the April sets? Are you collecting both, just one or the other? Are you collecting neither one of them? What do you think of those sets overall? I mean, I know not a lot of stuff has been released about them, but I feel like it's probably going to be, Delmi's Hollow. It's probably going to be pretty important to, holy crap! There's our wishy-washy hyper rare. Yeah, it's going to be pretty important to figure out one way or the other what you want to do. Tentacruel. Wow! Alright. So, probably the least valuable hyper rare in the set. Don't care even in the slightest. My boy Wishy-Washy got himself a big old rainbow. That's awesome. That's so cool. Alright, hold on. Yeah. Very nice. Alright, so we got 56 out of 50 hyper rare. Man, oh man, oh man. Looks like that double Wishy-Washy debacle from earlier kind of summoned him a little bit. Oh, the card quality. And it's not even so much the rainbow rare, it's just the card quality in general. That's why I want to collect these in the first place. We also have that Delmise Holo that I want to sleeve too, so take that. I'm also realizing that I made a really big pile for no apparent reason. I gotta get some of these cards out of there. And there's still room for a Tapu Lele GX in this box. Possibly. Ugh. We shall see, though. Salandit, Castform, Beldum, Chandelure Holo, Rescue Stretcher, Lampent, a Patrat, Tentacool, Whimsicott, and Mallow. Alright, so 2 hyper rares out of ALOLAN Moonlight. Really not bad. Don't know how much Lycanroc is going for, but I would think it's probably a little bit higher than Metagross, and these packs won't open at all. What's the deal? There we go. Can't imagine. Yeah, I was going to say, I wasn't even close to cutting them, so that's weird. Pancham, Phantom, Trubbish, Metagross GX figures, and these other guys. Yeah, I would think that it's maybe a little bit higher than Metagross, and of course the Tapu Lele is just, it's absurd. Absurdly priced. Absurdly priced card. And if you think the $45 was totally outrageous, I do too. This is a Mimikyu Holo, but I definitely put a $33 version of the regular double rare version of Tapu Lele GX on my watch list, and it sold. Somebody bought it for 33 bucks. It's just crazy. Kind of excited to not be the kind of person who sells a regular GX for the price of a booster box. Doesn't seem right. Maybe to some people, and I suppose the market kind of, we get a mini or holo to finish out the box, the market kind of determines the value of the card, not really the other way around. But people are just way too excited right now. Making silly purchases with their money, says the guy who buys Japanese Pokemon cards and opens them on YouTube and is over the age of 30. Guess I don't have a leg to stand on after all. Alright. So let's say we go box 8. They always end up getting jumbled, so I'm not too fussed about that. Alright. We're 60 packs down and 90 to go. We continue our hunt for Tapu Leles. We're doing well with Lycanrocs, so we just need to put it together and get a good string of pulling each of them for a couple boxes. So third box is going to start off with, oh, an ALOLAN Golem, which I think is what the last box started off with. Yeah, we're running out of sleeves. It's not a major Wake Run Collapse video or series of videos if he doesn't run out of sleeves that he should be able to plan for in the first place. I did once lose my scissors and couldn't film for a little while. Oh, Gudra Holo. A little while, not being like a week or something like that, but I couldn't find him and it was really frustrating, and I put him in an odd place. I put him on like the back of my chair or something like that, which doesn't make any sense. Alright, yep, so that pack of sleeves is tapped out, so we're going into the case. This is a case. 100 sleeves in a pack, 30 packs in a box. There we go. Hold on, guys, I shows you. That's what they look like in the packet. Undo this. And then this over, and then I always fold it over. If I'm doing like penny sleeves and stuff, I'll just cut the top of it, but I kind of like the lip on these because the cards are slippery in sleeves, and I really don't need to give the sleeves any more reason to slide all over the place in the packaging. Alright, Trubbish, Lampent, Castform, Mimikyu, Garbodor, Tentacool, Geodude, Fletchinder, Mallow, and Alomomola. So, many syllables. There's certainly not a syllable recession going on now. Alrighty. So we got a Cottony, Phantom, Pancham. Nice! We're 3 for 3 with the Lycanroc GX. Salazzle, Patrat, Wishiwashi, Gligar, Gliscor, and Honchkrow. Lovely stuff. Now we just need ourselves some Tapu Lele action. Got a Watchog, Litwick, Murkrow, Chandelure Hollow, Tentacruel, Whalmer, Salazzle, Fletchling, Talonflame, and Aquapatch. And Aquapatch is so often the last card in the pack. So often. Don't know why that is. I mean, I know because it's an uncommon and stuff, but I feel like I see them very often as the last card in the pack. It definitely happened like at least twice in the first box. So you got Gumi, Matang, Trubbish, Minior Hollow. Did I sleeve that Chandelure? Sableye, Tentacool, Alolan Graveler, Castform. Wow! 2 boxes in a row, we pull some fish power. It is not the primal fish, I'm sorry, N, but is my fish, the Wishiwashi GX. Super rare. Straight up full art action. He's going in. So I'll show you right there. 51 out of 50 super rare. Marvelous to behold. Yes, marvelous to behold. Yeah, look at him. Awesome stuff. So I do expect that one of the final 2 boxes will not have a full art of any variety inside. But again, that's just my expectation. I don't really know what's going to happen. We could go nuts and go 12 out of 12 on a little, well, not 12 out of 12, but could we? No, we could go nuts and go 11 out of 12 from ALOLAN Moonlight. I was like, hang on a second. Some things are just not going to happen. There's another Golem and a Wailord. So, halfway through the next double pack, we'll have hit the halfway point. That's pretty cool. I'm a bit proud of that. Move that over there. There, that's decent. Over there, packs. So let's see. So now we're going to take a poll. What do we think we're going to pull out of boxes 9 and 10? I think we're going to go box 9, nothing. Box 10, we're dreaming big. Box 10, Tapu Lele, super rare. And of course the Aqua Patch does not appear in the last spot in that pack. Yeah, I'm going to say Tapu Lele, super rare in box 10, and nothing in box 9. A full build up to the end of the video. So I guess at this point you kind of got to stick around and see if I was right, right? I mean, we're half an hour in, you made it pretty far. There's a Gudra Holo. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do it again. There we are. It's too bad I can't retroactively go back and buy more boxes from AmiAmi, because I would. Just because I've really enjoyed these. Yeah, there's a regular Wishy-Washy. Where have I seen that card before? Oh, I should sleeve that now. I mean, I would, but I also, because I've gotten a nice distribution of pulls, I also feel like I don't have to. Which is a nice feeling. I don't want to feel like I must buy more boxes, I must open more packs. That stinks as a content creator, especially when you drop a lot of money on them. Sorry, the card gets stuck. I would rather enjoy them and want to tackle more rather than the other way around. Plaza Japan has really good prices too, if you've already hit your limit on AmiAmi, or if you're frustrated by, consistent sellouts or things like that. So that is probably the site that I will use, if need be, is Mimikyu. I've never used Plaza Japan on my own, but I have used their eBay store. Their eBay store is Tokyo Hobby, and they're known for pretty good pricing, but if you can avoid the eBay fees and go to their website, you'll save more money. And you can buy other cool stuff on there too, like they'll have like promo packs. I think sometimes they have plushes and things of that ilk. There's a Minior. I need to go back and sleeve those guys. Well, I'm going to put those up there because they're sliding a bit. Yeah, I have 3 holos to sleeve that I just completely neglected there. Minior, Mimikyu, and Delmise. Alrighty, 4 packs to go in box number 8. What could it behold? We finally gonna get a Tapu Lele? There's a Chandelure Holo. Getting a little scared here, guys. 90 packs and no Tapu. Well, 88. 90 if we don't get one in the next 2 packs. Not a good streak to go on. Rockruff, a Litwick, a Fletchinder. Nice. It stopped at 88. That is great news. Tapu Lele GX. For some reason, this is your first viewing of my booster box openings for ALOLAN Moonlight. Yeah, this card packs a real punch, and this is what it looks like. And it's popular, and people love it, and, stuff. Let's see. Alright. You are 60% of the way there, travelers. Now this, go there. Yeah, we'll clean up some scraps. We'll throw some scraps. Don't worry, I'll continue to find pack pieces in like weird places for days after these openings are done. It always happens, it never fails. It usually happens more often when I do these double pack cuts, because they can kind of fly all over the place. Okay, so we're 35 minutes in. I have 2 more boxes to open. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually going to move that pack over to the top right now. 2 more boxes to open, and we need a topic of conversation. Because we are this far, and I'm kind of getting tired of just reading the names of the cards over and over and over again. The mini or holo. What shall we talk about? I gotta say, as many issues as I'm having with the direction that the TCG is going in, with how incredibly expensive it is, although I do get the opportunity to recoup some costs, and ad revenue also does help, which is why I try to, make videos that people are going to want to watch. I'm definitely grateful for a website, for a company like AmiAmi.com. Again, not sponsored. I've said that before. Like and Rock 4for4, who might I can't even imagine if I didn't have a website like them at my disposal to be able to buy boxes for cheap. I mean, you save by spending 3,800 yen on a booster box. You save like 1,000 yen a box, which is like $9. Times 12 times 2, so that's like $216 I'd be saving versus buying them at a regular price. You might get other stuff by buying them at regular pricing, but I would honestly just rather save the money at that point. I don't really know, to be honest. And plus, they ship. They'll ship to my doorstep, and I can get these openings done quickly before everybody else in the universe has had an opportunity to do them. Like if I bought them from the Japanese Pokemon Center, I'd have to ship to a middleman because I don't think they ship at all outside of Japan. In fact, that's what I've used before. They ship to a middleman service, and then the middleman service, puts everything together and then ships to me. But that extra step can, it can take a lot of time. And it also pulls the possibility of DHL shipping off the table. And as you might have noticed by me getting my boxes 3 days after the set was released, and reliably so, like I took the day off of work because I knew the delivery would come. DHL is pretty helpful for me. And cheaper than EMS also. Like I think it would have cost me an extra $30 to use EMS. There's a Chandelure Holo. And that I think, oh! This box was not a dud. Metagross GX Super Rare. Very nice. So we've got the Super Rare version and the Hyper Rare version of both Metagross and Wishy-Washy now. We're definitely clearing out the wants list here. Most definitely. Let's zoom in right there. 54 out of 50. Excellent. Yes. Very pleased with that pull right there. Not totally wowed by the artwork in general, but very, very happy to get this card. They can be real struggles to find. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the business relationship that you want. Nobody's really beholden to the other. They're the best option for me, so I continue to use them. And I know they're happy to, take my money and stuff. So it kind of works out for them too. Plus, it's a pricing that's available to everybody. Oh, and there's a regular Metagross GX. It's a pricing that's available to everybody. Of course, if you live in another country, you might get hit hard with customs charges and fees and stuff like that, and that maybe makes like the larger scale collecting a lot less feasible. Is feasible the right word to use? Probably. Because if you're getting dinged for an extra 25% on your booster boxes, that's gonna price out your ability to recoup the costs pretty quickly. But having Ami Ami around in the first place is pretty swell. I do hope to one day, maybe before my collecting days are over, because you got to figure I'm not going to be collecting these at 50. They're either going to stop or something like that. I'd like to visit Japan and walk into a Pokemon Center, like buy a box of cards and then open it in Japan and upload it from Japan and all that cool stuff. I think it'd be so much fun to be able to experience what, I don't know, would you say hundreds of thousands? Yeah, you'd probably say maybe even a couple million Japanese collectors get the opportunity to do. Would you say maybe 1% of Japanese people would purchase a booster box of Pokemon cards? Does 1% seem right? I don't know, I would think it'd probably be a little bit higher than the rate that would buy an English booster box, especially because of the difference in pricing. Or enough packs for a booster box worth. Just say maybe 1%. It's probably a reasonable assumption. So there's a Goodra Holo immediately following the Sliggoo. And I did it again with the cards. I think the problem is I'm not like moving the packs over fast enough. There we go. But yeah, no, that would be a wonderful experience. I'd love to spend like 2 weeks in Japan. Spend a day or two working on stuff in my travels that has to do with the TCG, like opening a booster box in Japan, maybe talking to some collectors in Japan. Actually, I have a place to crash in Japan if I need it, which is a weird thing to say. It's not that I would ever exploit that. But I'd also want to do like the other stuff, like the stuff that makes Japan great beyond Pokemon. Believe it or not, there are things about Japan that are great that are not related to Pokemon. Of course, the Sapporo Snow Festival, and that's February, right? Would be amazing to visit. But I don't know that I want to go to Japan in February, because I'd also want to climb Mount Fuji. And you can't do that in February. You'll have an extremely bad time. In fact, I think the mountain's probably closed in February. I imagine it'd be extremely dangerous to climb that in February. Of course we would. Hello. Hello, my friend. You might come at the cost of currency in the form of Tapu Leles. But I'm still happy to see you, and it is going to be pretty funny if I ended up pulling 6 Wishy-Washy GXs out of 5 boxes. It's going to be like our version of Lapras and Tauros in Sun and Moon 1. So we'd have Wishy-Washy for this set, and then what would be the really common one for Islands Awaiting You? Probably not Tapu Koko. Probably not Komodo either. I don't know, I'm going to have to go back and check and see how much I have of each. Which I will assuredly forget to do until we get to, the actual compiling of the cards. Last 2 packs of box number 9, with 1 more box to go today. We've got a Mimikyu Holo, and nothing? Nothing. But another box with a full art is another happy box. We're 8 out of 9 and going strong. At this point, now I really hope that we don't go with the 75% ratio and end up going 9 out of 12. Because I'd hate to get nothing out of the last, out of 2 out of the last 3 boxes. Move things around here. You can get under there. You can go over here. Yes, box number 10 of ALOLAN Moonlight. Box number 5 in this here sitting. We're going to be cutting it close to the hour, and the hour actually really does matter, believe it or not, because you can upload, like, because I'm shooting in such high quality video, my SD card splits files after 4 gigabytes, which lasts about 16 minutes, if you haven't noticed that before. Hey! Lycan Rock coming through, doing exactly what we need it to. But it splits it after 16 minutes. So the files, this file will get chopped up a lot. This file will actually be in 5 parts. There'll be 4 parts of the opening, there'll be a cut. Oh, come on. There we go. Whack the camera even. There'll be 4 parts, there'll be a cut, and then there'll be the recap at the end after everything is sorted. A chandelier hollow. But if you upload in pieces and you use the video editor compile it, last I checked, you can't do that for videos that are longer than an hour. In fact, that actually came up and bit me on, I think maybe even one of the Sun and Moon openings. There's a Minior and a Tentacruel. I think it happened on one of the 150-pack Sun and Moon openings, because I think it went to like an hour and 6 minutes, and I wasn't ready. So I like uploaded all the parts and was like, oh, YouTube will take care of it. And then they're like, no, we won't. So then I actually had to like go back, find a program that like, oh, fuck off. Like, see what I deal with sometimes? There we go. Just better have freaking gold inside of it. So then I had to like find a program that my computer could handle, splice all the files together, and then re-upload a 15 gigabyte file, or however big it was supposed to be. All we risked was an ALOLAN Golem for that. Does that count as gold? I really don't think so. So I ran a huge risk of not being able to upload on time. And then, like, at the time, my copy of Google Chrome was, like, really glitchy, and it would, like, stop uploading in the middle, so the benefit of uploading pieces wasn't there, and of course we have another Wishy-Washy GX. What box would be complete without it? Despite the power of my super rare pulls, I'm going to be pretty sad if I only get 1 box out of 5 has a Tapu Lele in it. Hey, Delmai's Hollow. Yeah, the ultra rare cards, the gold border cards, definitely do seem ultra rare here, because I'm 19 boxes in and have pulled 2, so, I mean, that's pretty close to what I've experienced as well. The aftermarket pricing for a lot of this stuff actually doesn't seem totally unreasonable this time around, which I guess is a good thing. I'm used to cards being, like, superbly overpriced, like, right out of the gate. But that doesn't seem to be the case with a lot of them now. I think maybe people are kind of smartening up to the fact that they can't be willing to shell out major money. Because if they were, then that perpetuates that aftermarket pricing. And they can, I mean, what you want to spend. If people are in agreement on what something has for a value, you can control that. I mean, if people are not willing to spend $33 for a Tapu Lele GX, then the price is going to go down. But if I'm able to beat all the prices that are available on eBay, and all the prices that are on eBay are $30, I mean, I can sell them for 28 if I want to. I won't. I mean, that won't happen. Wow. All right. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a super rare. It's a full art. It was a box that maybe I didn't expect to have one, so I'll take it. Metagross GX full art. The consecutive duplication strikes again. Oh, there's a card in the back. I can't sleeve it yet. Get out of here. All right. So 2 Metagross, a Wishy-Washy, and a Wishy-Washy Hyper Rare. What do we pull 2 of? Oh, Turtonator. That might be the one that I pull in every box, because I did pull it in every box of 6 through 10. So I wonder if I've pulled it in every box so far and just haven't noticed. That might be what's happening. You know what? I still pulled 3 new cards out of 5 boxes. And it's really, really hard to be upset about that. I'm going to sleeve those cards, though. Yeah, it's really, really hard to be upset about that. They might not pack max value. But if I'm getting good pull rates, that makes me happy. And when I'm happy, you guys are happy, because my content is not necessarily misery-inducing, but I want to be able to put a good spin on things. And if I'm dissatisfied with a set, I know it shows. That is the way of things sometimes. Come on. You're almost there. We go. It's like you're almost there. Turn that pack into foil shreddings. We got a Rockruff, Whalmer, Salandit. Thank you! Tapu Lele GX. That's what I'm talking about. Now, if you could throw an error pack in there and fill a pack entirely of Tapu Lele GXs, that would be alright. 6 packs to go, my friends. There we go. So we've pulled our 4 GXs for the box. But again, it is possible, faintly possible, but possible, to get 5 in a box. So we are going to continue on. There's our Alolan Golem. And good news, we're under an hour again. Bad news, scissors failing me. What is this sticking on? Oh, I cut it across but not down. That's weird. Weird pack. So we've got a Fletchinder, Murkrow, Goomy, Alomomola, Sableye, Graveler, Litwick, Wishy-Washy, Goodra, and Garbodor. And with 2 packs to go in our 150 pack opening, perhaps we can end this off in style. So we will do a version of the card trick here. So that if the last pack does have a holo in it, it'll be the last card you see. So we got Gliscor, Fletchling, Lampent, Gligar, Aqua Patch, of course. And then we've got ourselves a Salazzle, Cottonee, Watchog, Beldum, and a Mimikyu Holo. Staring at your soul. Alright guys, we're going to enjoy a brief cut here. I'm going to sort through the colossal stacks of stuff There we were able to pull in this, and I shall be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and as you can see, the deck box has taken a hit, but it's up there, and it's not containing any cards, so we're doing our holographic recap. Not reading off all the names, you can see how many of each one that I pulled. I pulled at least 8 of every holo and no more than 10 of any holo. So presumably we did not pull 3 of any specific holo in any of those boxes. Although we could have, and maybe I just didn't notice. That's what happens when you do big openings all in a row. But at least I've got these sorted. Holographic loveliness. I once read somewhere that when you remember something that happened, you're not remembering the event, you're remembering the last time you remembered it. And that's how I knew that we were 5 for 5 on Lycanroc, because I remembering that we were 4 for 4 on Lycanroc. Anyways, we did pull 6 Wishy-Washy. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 GXs of the same variety out of 5 boxes. Only 2 Tapu Leles, unfortunately. Did go Force 5 for 5 on that Lycanroc, like I mentioned before. And you got a few Metagross as well. We also got the Wishy-Washy Super Rare. Metagross Super Rare. For good measure, we got Metagross Super Rare again, and the Wishy-Washy Hyper Rare. I'm super appreciative of you guys' support, so thank you sincerely for watching. It is great to be able to produce content for folks who enjoy it. Even though we might not be the world's biggest community, I think we're just perfect the way that we are. So make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this series, if you enjoyed this video, and I still have 2 booster boxes each of Islands Awaiting You and ALOLAN Moonlight to be uploaded to the channel. One of each on Monday, one of each on Tuesday, with depending on how my work schedule works out, I may have a sale video on Wednesday, and then a set progress video on Thursday, but that is all, of course, to be determined. Thanks again for checking out the video. This is Wake Run Collapse. I'll see you tomorrow.